Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I am here with this season's Showdown. This is part of the Made in America event, the Oklahoma Showdown. We also have another one literally running at the same time, and that is a little bit shorter than this one in total time, and that's the Beta Elite Showdown. Now, the Beta Elite Showdown is important to many players because there is a RP reward at 900, which I already collected. And then there's a stage 6 for the PC car at 1300, which you're probably going to want. And then if you get far enough to 2000, which probably will be later in the season, if it gets that far, will be another 25,000. One of the big complaints about having these RP bonuses in here is that top team players are basically forced to build a car they otherwise would never want to build to compete, and I think there was a movement to try to ask for NM to remove these. On the other hand, for the average player like myself, free RP is free RP. I'll take it. So it's not too bad. Now, between the two showdowns, I think I definitely appreciate the Oklahoma one more, and here's why. Because in the Oklahoma Showdown, you have 4 options that are actually competitive with each other, unlike most of these showdowns we've had so far where it's the one car that rules them all, right? And that is still true even with this Elite Showdown. A Elite 50 Purple Star Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk will win them all, if you know how to drive it, of course. But one, I will never elite a Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk. I refuse to waste my tokens that way. And 2, I don't have a Purple Star, so I'm screwed on that too. So the bottom line is I'm not likely to get very far with that showdown. I'll go as far as I can. I already got to 900 on the first day, so I'm not complaining here. But again, the Trackhawk is not all that useful outside of this event. So again, spending more resources on it just isn't something I'm too keen on. The good news, is, of course, is that the Trackhawk's been here forever. So many of us have it maxed. That's only because whenever you have a car you don't use much, that's the one you get stage 6s from trials and cups. So therefore, the Trackhawk is on the top of the list of getting maxed quickly. That being aside, I'm trying to do this showdown here. Like I said, I like this one better because there are 4 cars that all are very competitive with each other, coming down to, of course, one is still ultimately the fastest, but they're all competitively lobbied in the sense that even going to the top ranking competition in trophies, these 4 cars are so close to each other that it's worth it to try them. The 300, which is a reward from the Bugatti events, the red F5 concept, and then you have the Flash version, which is the Purple Star F5 concept that's yellow, and the Tuatara are all cars that ultimately come pretty close to each other in their optimal final time. The reality is many of us are not going to hit the world record times. I mean, we're just not that good, or our device is not that good, or I just, don't know what I'm doing. But the point is that for those of us, not counting the top 100 guys or so that's going to be running world record whatevers, we can still feel very competitive against other cars. And that makes it an actual competition. Rather than just one car, if I see it, I go, I'm done. Right? This one, the beauty is, even if I see a yellow F5, I'm not automatically done. He can just not be as good on the shift pattern as I am on my red, and I still have a chance to win. The same goes for the 300. While it's a very fast car, it requires you to kind of fire off nitrous the second you launch the car, which unfortunately for many devices doesn't work that well. I mean, it works fine on an Apple device, but most Android devices trying to get those first gear instant nitrous launch cars to work right is very frustrating and generally don't work out in your favor. The Tuatara is another car that is actually very fast. Again, it has to be driven right, and in my opinion, it's not as easy as the red F5 to drive, so therefore I am more likely to face a Tuatara driver that may not hit mid 6.9s. So again, competitive. Am I going to lose to some Tuataras? Absolutely. Am I going to win against some? Absolutely. So again, more fun this way because I feel there's actual competition. Maybe not at the beginning trophy levels, but as you move up further and further, it will certainly become more and more pronounced that you're going to have closer races. And that's what really we're here for with Showdown, is we want to have close races. So I feel like I accomplished something when I actually win. And this Showdown will give me that feeling, I suspect. As far as I can push my own skills, there are always going to be races that are going to be challenging for me. So every time I see another F5 red, I have to wonder, is he fully maxed? Is he going to outrun me? Is he going to shift better than me? And this guy here is already pushing past me. Oh, no, I think I got that one. See, that's the excitement. I love that. Just coming across the line. And sometimes I can see it that I'm definitely losing. Sometimes I can see it I may win it. And it's a good feeling. I like that. That makes it fun. Look at that. I beat him by driving poorly, but I beat him by 0.004 of a second. That is what drag racing should be like. Whether it's a game or real life, that's where the excitement comes from. And that was a fun race. I enjoyed that. Even though I was so nervous on the shifting, I actually screwed up my drive a little bit. I launched a little early too. But this Showdown, I think I'm going to do more of because it's actually fun. Am I going to lose? Absolutely. Am I going to win some? Absolutely. But that's racing. So this one, for the most part, I'm going to enjoy, unlike most other Showdowns where I know I don't have the one car, and therefore I'm basically screwed. And, you kind of go in knowing you're going to get your behind handed to you. That takes the joy out of racing it. This one, I'm not doing it just for participation. I'm doing it because I think I have a chance. So, yes, thank you, Natural Motion, for doing this. Please do this more with other Showdowns. You got plenty of cars that are pretty close to each other in this game, and you're releasing them left and right. Put them together in a Showdown where the ultimate 4 or 5 cars will be within a few hundreds of each other in world record time frame, so that players can actually have some fun with various cars rather than just the one car. So kudos to you on this particular Showdown, and the other Showdown, well, it still is the same old way, and therefore I have very little positive feelings towards it. The other thing they did here, which I am slightly disappointed with, is the rewards for this Showdown seems a little weak. We just went through a very good Showdown not long ago where there was a nice purple star car. Those Showdowns have its own negatives because of the fact they reward a car, but I think that one was one of the better ones and was pretty fair. But again, that was kind of biased towards one car. But this one, even though there are more cars competitive, the rewards kind of meh. So, I know you have a flash event going as well, but come on, this is a event Showdown. Give us a little better rewards at least. That's all I'm asking. But again, the premise of having 4 positive cars that can be within a few hundreds of each other on a competition level, thank you for that. I do enjoy that, and I'm going to run this thing as much as I can this season within those 6 days because I think it will be fun. Are these cars easy to max? No. If you're a new player, do not buy the Tuatera now thinking you're going to come into this and max it right out, because it will be very hard. These crates are not cheap either, so you're not going to get this done. Look at that. That was a great race too. That guy knows what he's doing with that car. I can't drive that Tuatera that well, even if I tried. So that was a good race. And I won, which is even better. But look at that. That's what I'm talking about. These are fun races. These are close races. Whew, I thought I lost, actually. I didn't want to say it, but I was having the feeling I'm losing. But then at the very last second, it looks like I edged past him. But regardless, that was a great run. The fact that I'm doing it on a wild card is even better. So, moving right along. But bottom line is, if you're a new player trying to build one of these cars now, okay, as you go, you're going to have a tough time, because these cars for this event, they're not giving us free crates so much. They still give you a free one every 2 days or so, but you have to pay $3.99 a crate. You're talking about 128 unique fusions, okay, 7 unique stage 6s plus the cost of the car. We're looking at probably 200-300 US dollars to get this into a fully maxed posture. So you are definitely going to have to think about that when you get into trying to build one just for this event. My recommendation actually is, if you really like the car, pick it up. Pick up a few crates at least to get the process started, but don't think that you're going to get this car maxed on the cheap. None of these guys that are in this competition is going to be easy to max on the cheap. And the 300, if you didn't have it before, unless they sell it for money or something, you can't get it right now. So you're really stuck between F5 and the Tuatara as far as your options are concerned. So anyway, I'm loving this. As you can see, I'm having a lot of close races at the point that I'm at now. So I think I'm going to have to really start focusing rather than yapping away as I'm racing. But let me know your thoughts. I know this showdown, I think, will be more fun for many of us who have some type or has some type of maxed car within those 4 that's available. And it's more enjoyable. Oh, I botched that one, but it's more enjoyable when you have that going than when you don't. Now that, I don't know what that guy's, he just shot out. That was a great drive on his part, because I know I screwed up my launch, but that's got to be a low 6.9 for his run though. Very low. No? Oh, very poor on my part. I could have beaten that. Darn it. Okay. But again, competition is great. All right. I'm going to stop yapping and get focused here and try to win some more. Let me know what you think. I personally, again, my opinion is this is the better showdown out of the 2, but feel free to disagree with me. And if you like the video, leave a like. Let me know that you want more content like this. If you like my content and would like to get notifications when I put up new videos, then please subscribe to the channel so you can get those notifications. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. Good luck this season with Showdown and other events, and I'll catch you next time.